It's time for Jerry's Outdoor Show. Heard exclusively right here on AM 860, FM 95.1, KWPC, the voice of Muscatine. Powered by Indian Creek Lure Company, the Sicilian Pizzeria, Mitchell Arms and Ammo, Pierce Custom Rods, Tailwater Marine, Deaf Guy Taxidermy, and RB's Outback Bait and Tackle. Like Jerry's Outdoor Show on Facebook. Jerry, our rods and reels are ready. Let's go fishing.
All right, here we go. It's a little soggy out there this morning. The lightning this morning was impressive. Did you see that, Lonnie?
Yeah, yes, it was.
Place? My goodness.
Yeah.
There was, we went out to shave my head out in the garage. We usually do it in the yard, but we had to do it out in the garage there. And, man, one lightning bolt, it must have a good 30, 40 seconds straight down. So,
It destroyed a tree this morning out at the country club. I mean, just exploded it.
Wow. Does this make
Shredded
you,
it.
Does this make you, I mean, you're the chief engineer out here. Does this make you nervous when it's like that, Tim?
You know, it used to years ago, but I've got so many measures in place now that I don't worry about it anymore. Of course, if we take a direct hit to the tower, that's still going to blow stuff up, but just lightning in the area doesn't really do anything anymore like it used to.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's because I was wondering about that. And it's always on a Friday, isn't it, my friend?
Well,
it's never a Monday.
It's in the middle of the night most of the time when something blows up. So.
Right. Well, that's just the way it is, the day and age. But anyway, let's talk about the question that's out there is, my God, have you looked at the river charts?
As a matter of fact, I have. I'm getting a lot of confusing information.
Yeah.
I think people are probably second-guessing a lot of stuff at this point, you
Right.
know, based upon the weather stations and what all they're saying and everything. But some of the background information that I had, I just went in this morning from the National Oceanic Commission, was that in 2008, the flood at the Conesville height was 23.4 feet. The Cedar right now is at 13.1, but it's expected to go back down for a couple of days and then come back up. The estimated height Thursday, which is all the farther their predicted graph would go based upon the gallons per minute and everything coming through, is 18.1 as a height, a total height. That would be the second highest on, which is what they're saying, on record. In 2014, the height was 17.88.
Okay.
So this is going to be about, probably 6 inches.
Right.
You know.
Now, when do you get in trouble?
Okay, I get in trouble at 17.88 height, which was the highest height I measured. Anything over that, I have water running back on me. So if it gets to 18.1, in my low spots in the property, I'll have water standing. Yes.
But now, like in 2008, if you go over to Wendling Quarries there, they got a little, if you're taking that road to Hinkyville there, which I know we all travel to Hinkyville every chance we get, but they do have a marker out there with a red line, and that was the 08, correct?
Yes.
Well, you would have been all under, wouldn't you?
I was totally under, yes.
So when that happens, and especially a massive property that you've got with all of the cabins and stuff like that, I mean, how bad did that?
I ended up losing altogether about 6 cabins out of that deal. I lost, other people lost boats that had boats out there and everything. I lost a pontoon and a boat. There was we lost quite a bit through there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is this making you nervous, or?
Really living on the river all my life. Really, what can I do about it?
Yeah, exactly.
I have such porous ground that the river comes up along the bank. My banks are built pretty high.
Right.
But when you start getting back pressure off of the river, water pressure, in low spots, like my well pit and stuff, those will start filling up because the water percolates up through the ground under pressure.
Right.
So can I sandbag? Not that it's going to do any good.
Right.
Because the water's just going to come up behind it through the ground anyway at that point. So Yeah, I'm anticipating a foot or two water. The wife and I, we're going to start moving things up and putting them up on table in our screened in and some of the cabins and helping out that way this weekend.
Well, if you need any help after the fish fry, just let me know. Yeah. Now, conversely, we got our other co-host in here, Randy Brewer.
Oh, the river rat. The river rat. Come on.
What?
The river comes up every year.
Right, but this
never in
really,
the fall.
Yes, I've lived through about 400 or 500 year floods in the last 49 years when people die. Oh, this is a 100-year flood. This is a 500-year flood. I remember at least 400 or 500-year floods. So, but when do you get nervous, Randy? I mean,
my wife gets nervous when it gets 2
then
foot.
You should be nervous
2
too.
foot over or 2 foot below the top of the dam. Then we moved some jewelry and paperwork up to the hill and my kids at one time, and she was supposed to stay because I was just going to tie the boat to the doorknob, and if I got out of bed and I felt water, I'd get to the door and pull that boat up. Here she comes back now, and it's like, what are you doing? She says, well, I'm down here to make sure you're all right. I says, yeah, I'm going to drown trying to make sure you're all right. You're supposed to stay on the hill.
Ain't that the premise for Titanic?
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Same way?
But no, that's the only time it actually made my wife nervous because I get seep water, and it doesn't matter if that's halfway up the levee or if it's all the way to the top. I get the same amount of seep water.
Right.
And it does not affect none of my cabins, just the ground we walk on.
Right. Now, did you own that back in 93?
No.
Or was that before?
No, but and then 93 it didn't. Everybody evacuated out because there's a big scare it was going to blow the whole island open down there. But it's going to get clear into south end Muscatine. Fruitland would be 5 foot underwater.
Oh, yeah.
I mean...
Yeah. Well, I lived in Fruitland at that time, and you could take... I had a standpoint, but my neighbor had an actual drilled well. And you could pop the cap off the well and just shine a little light in there, and it's like, there's your water table. So all you folks down there, if you keep your eyes on the pits, watch them. Watch them for the next week. You're going to see the pits start rising up. That's all that river water filtering through that sand, and that's going to bring it up. That's your water table.
Yeah, and then when the river starts dropping, the aqua level will actually boost the pits up a little bit higher for a day or two before they actually start going back down again. See, and that's just the water trying to make a level.
Right, exactly.
You know, just water like a garden hose and fence post.
Right. That's it. Water is the most accurate level
there is
known to man. So that's coming. The other thing with all this the flooding that's going on is it's fall. Usually we're focused on this and that, and all of a sudden now we're starting to get a bunch of rain up north. It just won't shut off. It's not like we're getting a bunch of rain. It's getting all north, and it's coming here. Look at Cedar Rapids. Look at the hydrological chart for Cedar Rapids. It's 9 foot, 20. I mean, it's like how Tim Scott describes a good-looking woman. His hands are moving all over the place. It's I mean, it
my God.
24 foot is what they're saying. I mean, that's from night. And if you look at it this morning, when I looked at it, you can see it's already starting to incline from 9 foot to 24, and I think in like 3 or 4 days.
Right. And see, I helped clean up after that last flood up there, and that was a mess downtown.
But according to my information, unless I got this wrong, the flood stage in 08 was over 30 foot up there.
Okay.
So there's still a small buffer based upon what they're projecting and what the 08 flood was.
Well, here's the thing. As experienced experts as the four of us are on weather and all that, I decided to call in a ringer, and let's just get to the bottom of it. I'd like you all to say hello to Chief Meteorologist Eric Maitland from KWQC. Eric, are you there?
Hey, I'm here. Good morning, outdoors folks.
There you go.
Well, Eric, you've heard, what we've been talking about this morning and all that, but I know the most pressing question that when it comes to stuff like this, and especially with KWQC and you being the chief meteorologist, is the number one question is, who's taller, you or Sharon DeReek?
What the heck's that got to do with our water?
Well, I'll tell you honestly, that depends on if I'm in heels or not.
Okay.
And I heard Bailey Dietz got married. Is that true?
This is true, yeah.
Oh,
Great wedding ceremony a few weeks ago.
Darn it.
Missed out, guys.
I waited too long.
You did.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate you calling in, Eric.
Thanks.
But no, seriously, Eric, what's up with this flooding? I mean, why is it happening now? I mean, besides, we're getting a lot of rain up north. Are we in a pattern, or why are we getting so much rain right now?
Well, it kind of goes back to the same thing that happened in 1993, although it's not quite as extreme, but we've had a frontal system that's been stalled out over the area. Back in 93, this thing was there for about a month or so, maybe even a little bit longer. So we kept becoming the focal point of all the showers and thunderstorms.
Yeah,
well, right now we've got this summer weather pattern that continues, and we're getting the showers and thunderstorms to develop almost daily, right where we don't need them, right in north-central Iowa, southern Minnesota, southern Wisconsin. So once we get these showers that are filled with abundant moisture from the south that don't really move much, we just get areas that get pounded by rain over and over and over again. And unfortunately for us, it's in all the drainage basins for, of course, the Mississippi River, but also the Cedar River, the Iowa River, the Wapsipinicon River. So, we're finally seeing a bit of a break to this pattern, but it's not going to help us in the next week and a half because all that water that's out there still has to drain through the basins. And although we're not going to be seeing record flooding, we are likely going to be seeing major flooding on most, if not all, the rivers that run through the area.
Okay. How common are fall floods? I mean, everybody thinks about spring flooding, but how common are fall floods?
Not that common. I mean, especially to this extent. We've got a weather pattern that doesn't seem to want to transition. And it's funny because, one thing that you were talking to me about earlier was El Nino, La Nina. And last winter we were in a definite El Nino pattern, which means warmer conditions for the winter, generally a little bit less snow. It looked like we were going to be transitioning at some point to a La Nina pattern for this upcoming winter, which the Farmer's Almanac was saying, just move to South America because it's going to be just devastating up here, snowy and cold and all that. Maybe not necessarily the case, but we're seeing that transition between one extreme to the other kind of stalling right now. We might be in what is called a neutral pattern, which means we're not going to be one extreme or the other for the early part of the wintertime. So that means our weather pattern really isn't shifting that much. So unfortunately, we're stuck in the pattern that we have now, although we do see a break in it, and we might finally transition into some drier fall weather, which I'm sure the farmers are chomping at the bit to have in the next week or so. But until then, we're just stuck with all the drainage from these last few weeks that have been abundantly rainy, unfortunately.
Right, and that's the thing when we talk about farmers, we got a lot of people that have around our area here, the Muscatine, the Liza County area, stuff like that. You're going to have farmers that have crops in the low-lying areas. I mean, they're going to be harvesting their corn from a john boat. A lot of these guys are going to get wiped out.
Yeah, and there are a lot of harvests that have already begun, but those are up in the on the hilly parts of the fields or the higher fields. Some of those low-lying areas, it's just still mud, and they just can't get to them.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's not a good situation for a lot of folks out here. Now, Eric, I had a friend of mine call me this morning, and his reasoning that he put for this, and I don't know, we can throw it out there and see if it makes sense, but he's an older gentleman, and he seems to believe that because we live in a farming area, we live in the Midwest, a lot of farms here, but he believes that so much field tile has been put into these fields here now that the field isn't really retaining the water that it used to retain. So these are just causing, the field tile runs into the stream runs into the river, yada, yada, yada. Does that make sense or not?
Well, I'm not really knowledgeable on that. It could make sense to a point. But, we've been just talking about some enormous rainfall amounts night after night after night in some parts of our region here. As a matter of fact, what happened last night once again, we went into the night with some areas over the last 3 or 4 nights receiving anywhere from 3 to 5 inches of rain on the low end to 6 to 9 inches of rain in some isolated spots. And I was looking at the rainfall amounts from last night just a moment ago, and once again in portions of northeastern Iowa, around Manchester, nearly 6 inches of rain. Iowa City, anywhere between 1 and 4 inches of rain, and Cascade pushing 2 inches of rain. And again, these are extreme rainfall amounts because the systems that came through just didn't have anything behind them to push them through more quickly. And because it's been so humid lately, that's the moisture in the air that we feel in the daytime as that mugginess that these storms take full advantage of overnight when they rain and the fronts come through. That fields, whether or not they have some tile, it's just an amount of rain that they can't handle.
Right.
And albeit this isn't as widespread as it could be, but once this rain hits either a neighborhood, a forest, or a forested area, or a field, what have you, it's got to go somewhere, and it all ends up in streams, smaller rivers, and eventually major rivers. So that's why we're looking at some pretty significant flooding probably within the next week.
Well, when it comes down that hard, Eric, to me, I think it's going to run off the ground and grass, and before it even gets to them tubes, a lot of times it don't even soak in the ground.
Yeah, and exactly. That's another good point too. Our soil is just saturated from what's happened over the last few weeks, and that's another real good point. Is that the ground just has such a low tolerance for any additional rainfall right now. Once it hits, it just rolls right off, and it's got to find the low point and eventually drain out because the ground just can't handle it.
Yeah, it's kind of like jumping a glass of water on a full sponge. It's just going to run off. And
well, 93, the river was high, but we had them fronts that, like Eric said, it just kept coming over. Yeah. It was raining right here for, it seemed like 40 days, and that water had no place to go on the island because the ground was saturated with the high river.
I remember it well because in July 1993, I was framing houses up in Davenport, and we had, I was in Muscatine then. We had 11 days in July, which it didn't rain in 1993. And I remember it well, eating a lot of ramen noodles and hand sandwiches.
Was you locked up or what?
No, I was framing houses. You can't.
Working for detail.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I was up in Mason City, and again, the pattern wasn't exactly the same. It's kind of a much more minor situation that we have going on now. But one thing that we've seen over the last few nights, we call it training, and that's when the showers and thunderstorms either develop or cross over the same areas over and over and over. And we call it that, obviously, because it's as if a train is moving down the track, which is set over one place, and each boxcar is another storm. So one goes by, and the rain shuts off for a time, and then the next boxcar comes down the line, and it rains all over again, just as heavy. And, that's the key ingredient you have to getting that soil to the point where it just can't handle any more rainwater.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I live in Wilton, Iowa, and we don't have a lot of, light pollution or anything out there. It's a rural area. And the last 4 nights, I just look off to the north, and you just see lightning happening everywhere up there.
Yeah.
So, but like this morning, it was some pretty impressive lightning, but we really didn't. At my house, it didn't seem like we got that much rain.
Yeah, most of it, again, it was kind of hugging Interstate 80. It was a little bit south of I-80, but once again, it was that east-central, northeastern portion of Iowa that really got hammered. And, to take this to a personal level and to get to some of your listeners here, obviously, you've got some pretty experienced outdoors people there. The rivers, as they rise, they're going to clean off the islands, they're going to clean off the shorelines, they're going to get filled with all kinds of stuff, logs and things, so you really have to be careful if you decide to take a boat out in any of this. The current's obviously stronger. And if you're not looking at, taking some time to get outdoors, you've got actually some work to do that's really important for your life, like get ready for flooding. You really have to do it now. My mom-in-law lives on an island on the Mississippi, and they're already getting stuff to higher ground and cleaning out the basement because they know that in the next week to week and a half, we're going to get that crest. And that's another thing I should probably pass on along as well. This isn't snowmelt flooding. Snowmelt flooding, believe it or not, is a real accurate science, and they can take a look at how much snow is up north, be it in Wisconsin or Minnesota or even North Iowa or Northern Illinois, and get a really good idea of what the crest will be. But since it's going to still rain, we've got rain due Sunday. We've got some rain possibly Tuesday into Wednesday. That's just a variable that is alive. So the crest forecasts are likely going to change. The Weather Service is certain, the hydrologists there do a great job, that we're going to get major flooding on most, if not all, of our rivers. But that final crest forecast, I guarantee you, that's going to be changing over the next few days. It could go up a little. It could go down a little. I'm banking on it going up a little.
I'm with you, Eric, on that one.
I think everybody is. But, yeah.
But we preach real good on staying off that river. We got enough lakes and ponds and stuff that people don't have to get out there, because you better pay attention to old Mississippi, because she will get you.
Oh, yeah. Well, the cedar is just as bad. I mean, there are some major. I have one, it was a couple weeks ago I was out there, Lonnie, and I was anchored up. It was high, but it wasn't flooded. Mm-hmm. And there was a major, I would say probably a good 15-inch around diameter log that come swinging right by my boat, and if it would have hit the front, I would have lost an anchor, and then I'd have to sue Lonnie for it.
Yeah, and I have to say, as much as you say it, as much as I say it, you always know there's going to be somebody that thinks it doesn't apply to them. And if you watch the nightly news, every now and then you see those people, and those are the ones either getting rescued or not having enough luck to get rescued, before their time runs out. So,
oh, yeah. Oh, absolutely.
I've done it all my life. I'll be okay. Yep. That's about the time she bites you.
That's what a redneck says before he dies. Hey, watch this. But no, hey, Eric, I appreciate you taking your time out this morning and getting on with us. We've been trying to get you on here all summer long, but at least we finally got you for the last two.
I know that. It's a pleasure to be with you guys, and I'm sorry it had to take this long.
Oh, that's all right, dude. I mean, it's more important that we're getting this out there and spreading it out. And like I said, I really appreciate you taking your time this morning.
Hey, thank you. You guys all have a great day.
All right, thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, that was Eric Maitland, chief meteorologist for KWQC. I knew I was going to have difficulty with that because KWQC and KWPC sound pretty close alike. But hey, you're listening to Jerry's Outdoor Show. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we're going to be right back.
I've spent 1,000 miles.
Don't you change that dial. We've got some more great fishing advice coming up. Actual fishing advice may not be helpful. Right here on Jerry's Outdoor Show on KWPC AM 860 and 95.1 FM.
Hey, you don't know me, but you don't like.
Are you looking for a reliable taxidermist who does superior work? Here's taxidermist Shannon Spooner telling you in sign language why he's the best around. Oh, we forgot to mention, he's deaf. Deaf Guy Taxidermy in Clinton mounts every type of game imaginable, from deer and coyotes, fish and ducks, you name it, he can mount it. Text him, please. Don't call 563-613-4411 or send him an email to deafguytaxidermy@icloud.com. Deaf Guy Taxidermy, proud sponsor of Jerry's Outdoor Show. Listen on KWPC Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Shannon wishes he could. Indian Creek Lure Company is your family-owned tackle shop. They carry the finest in bass fishing products. They carry items not found anywhere else. In fact, if they don't have it, you don't need it. Indian Creek Lure Company specializes in the more specialized tackle. Indian Creek also carries Dobbins and Denali fishing rods, as well as their own line of Indian Creek rods. They can help you spec out a custom rod that's the perfect fit for you, and they cater to bass clubs and tournament anglers. Check out their website, IndianCreekLures.com today.
Mitchell Arms and Ammo has moved. Stop by their new location on Park Avenue inside the old Lincoln School. They are still your locally owned gun shop. Owner Troy Mitchell takes his time to find the right firearm to fit your needs. Visit them online today at MitchellArmsandAmmo.com and start searching their inventory. Suppressors will be available in July. They offer online pricing and local pickup. No freight or extra fees. Just add tax and pick up at the store in a few days. And warranties are honored locally too. Call them at 319-212-0239.
Pierce custom rods are handcrafted of the finest materials available and designed to provide the most enjoyable fishing experience imaginable. Each rod features a perfect blend of power, action, and detail customized for the user. If you want the utmost in performance, quality, feel, and appearance from your custom rods, choose Pierce Custom Rods. Search Pierce Custom Rods and like them on Facebook or call 563-299-8645.
And now back to more Jerry's Outdoor Show. If you've missed part of this episode or any other episode, what were you thinking? Give Jerry's Outdoor Show a like on Facebook. Listen to past episodes on iTunes, Podbean, and jerry'souttdoorshow.com.
All right, we are back. Hey, we got a big doings going on tomorrow. That's the second fish fry. Jerry's Outdoor Show fish fry up at our good buddy Fro's place up there. Now, I don't know if your guys' garages look like my garages. I got a bunch of catfish laying in garbage sacks, thawing out right now, and they're getting there. I don't know, how much you think we got? How many pounds?
I've got...
Go ahead, take that.
At least 100 pounds in the back of my pickup right now.
Right now?
I got them. They're partially frozen, so they're still cold. I got them wrapped up, and they're in 2 5-gallon buckets, basically fillets. I thought we were going to take them down to Randy's after the radio station today.
Yeah. I didn't. I figured we'd talk about that after the show and see what we wanted to do on that. I've got about 100 pounds at my house. I don't know, Randy. I don't know what you got.
I got at least 100 pounds of flathead.
So
that's all flayed up.
There's 300 pounds there. I got case after case of potato salad, coleslaw. My wife's been scooping it out. We decided instead of scooping it out last time, we're just going to put them in individual containers. And you know what? My hat goes off to those people that work at KFC. That's a lot of work making 400 sides up. But anyway, hey, we got a phone call right now, and this is a gentleman that called me this morning, and he has a question for you. Are you there, Fred?
Yeah, Jerry, how you doing this morning?
Pretty good. This is Fred from Muddy River Bait and Tackle, and he said,
"Yeah, I've spoke to him a time or two. This is RB."
Yeah.
Hi, Randy. Hey, look, I got a question for Lonnie.
Yes, sir.
In 2008. When they shut down all the bridges, on 6 and F70 and 22, is there a certain height that river gets, Lonnie, then they decide to shut them down? I mean, in 18-1, 19, or they just kind of, you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do, and I have those numbers, but naturally I'm retired, so I don't have them anymore. But yes, those numbers, I logged all that because those river stages had never been to that height before. North of Wapello, I've got all those staged. All that information is now on at the DOT, and I'm not sure if you can access it through a web page or not. But if you'd like to call me back sometime, I can give you some information number on who to call who could get that information for you. But yes, all those we built a levee out in Columbus Junction. I had 17 trucks, 2 track hose, a dozer, building a levee on 92 outside of Columbus Junction in 08. And we kept track of all the footage, the rise and everything from basically Lone Tree clear back over to the Wilton area.
Yeah. Well, I live out by you, so I'm on the west side of the river, and I didn't know, if it was going to get up there that high, if they'd end up shutting them off again this year until the water started going back down, or...
The only road that'll be closed in a flash hurry will be right east of West Liberty, the Wapsie Creek there.
Yeah.
That has a tendency to flood when we get these heavy rains, and that road we do close off much more often than the rest of them. But as far as the numbers I'm seeing right now, Fred, I don't anticipate them shutting off any of the state highways.
Okay. All right. Well, I was just kind of curious, do I need to stay in Muscatine?
I know that year that happened, we ended up, because of my job, it was all over this area, and there was only one way to get in and out of Muscatine, and that was to go to 61 and go clear up to Highway 20 and on the Illinois side and then cut back. to get back into around to the west side of Muscatine.
Yeah, well, that year that they closed Highway 6, that morning I was the last one to go across that bridge, and then they shut it off.
Sure.
You know?
Yep.
So like I said, I didn't know because of the pressure.
Probably because you're driving too damn fast.
I got to say, which direction was you going? Maybe your wife didn't want you coming back home.
Well, I worked a storm all night long with a power company up in Quad Cities, and I knew they were shutting them off, so I went down that 70 first. It was shut, and I swung back around on 6, and they let me go through, and because they said, we're blocking it off right now.
Yes.
They let me get across.
Yeah, the last road in 08 that we closed was Highway 22, and right there what's commonly known as the Pike Run Bridge area. That was the last area as the water worked its way down south. That was the last road that was open to Muscatine, and we closed that. We were still allowing people to drive through on 6-7 inches of water, but we were patrolling it to make sure we didn't have any undercut, and then once it got above that, we couldn't risk it. We shut it off.
So, yeah, there's water on the road. Smart to stay off because you don't know if that is, broke away or whatever.
Yes. Yep.
So, well, you guys have a good day.
All right, thank you, Fred.
So, I will talk to you guys later.
All right, see you, buddy boy. So, yeah, I'm sure I come from a construction background. I'm sure the DOT, when you go to build bridges or you build whatever, you have to take into consideration what they call a 500-year flood or a 100-year flood, and then you're going to build a little bit above that. Mm-hmm. So when we get these unprecedented events, and that makes it's just like out east, like when New York gets 18 feet of snow and all of a sudden everybody's roofs collapse. That means there's going to be a whole bunch of new code changes coming in for how you build roofs and all that. But unfortunately, the old infrastructure, you're not, it's going to be, catch as catch can until, you rebuild that. And I'm sure that's a lot with the DOT.
Oh, yes. Right now, it takes... for 1 lane mile, which is only one side of the road. So you're going to have to double this, but it costs $1 million, basically $1 million for 1 mile of paved lane.
No kidding.
$1 million. So if you've got a 1 mile stretch where you're going to do both sides of the road, you're looking at approximately $2 million to do that.
Now that's why Lonnie has 18 cabins, 4 boats, a big inload, a quarry pit he owns. Yeah, there's your money, boys.
I was going to ask you, I had a driveway poured a week or so ago. No, listen, this pertains. And you were telling me that there's a specific way that you spec'd out that concrete to be poured. What'd you call it?
We at the state, because the bypass, believe it or not, is 11 inches thick. That's how thick.
Really?
And we use 1 1/4 inch dowel bar, which is connecting rods in the joints and baskets.
But you had a name for the...
Yeah, it was an M4 mix.
And when I told the concrete guy that, he says, "Oh, hell," he said, "that's a lot of money for that."
Yes, it is. And if you add 3% chloride to it, which makes it faster setup, see, typically on concrete 8 inches or 11 inches thick, 8 to 11, you've got to leave it sit for a long period of time to let it cure out. Mm-hmm. The more, by maximum spec standard, you can go to 3% chloride. And when you do that, you better be on the ball when it comes off of the chute and getting it out of the truck because it's already starting to set up. That way, like in our business, opening, everybody hates roads closed.
Right.
So when we take a lane out of, even on the bypass, it's frustrating for people. We want to get that open back up as fast as we can. So if it's a hot type day, we'll run 3% chloride in 8 hours. We can open that back up.
What about like a regular, like let's say somebody's stuff they're doing at home that's 4 inches thick? How long does that take to set up?
Well, that usually takes at least a 24 to 36 hour cure. Because the worst thing you can do, it looks dry, it looks good. The worst thing you can do is if it's right at that brittle stage, you drive on it, you'll crack it. Okay. And that crack may not show right away.
So remember, if you have any more questions for Concrete Talk, give us a call right now at 563-263-8600. You know, Lonnie, with your percentages and that, I'm going to take my taxes to you from now on.
Well,
you know, 3%, 4%, all that.
Well, it's just the job that I did.
Yeah. All right, we've had enough of doom and gloom and concrete and flood and all that. Let's have some fun on this show this morning.
Okay, one other comment on Eric Maitland. I guess if you want to call it that, but if this flips around to an El Nino effect, you know, late January, February, we get a lot of snow, you know, cabin fever is going to set in. Mm-hmm. You know, we're going to have a rise in population next summer.
Mm-hmm. Everybody had to stay home.
At your place? Or
no, not my place. In general.
Are you trying to put a little warning out to your wife or something? A little coded talk?
Down at Randy's place, maybe all them.
We're already popping them out. We had one last Friday. I got one coming.
Well, that just ties in great. You guys have done an excellent job of reading my mind, because what I got here in my hot little hand is I got 6 free catfish meals for Jerry's Outdoor Show Fish Fry tomorrow at 5 o'clock at Froze. And all you got to do is call me right now at 563-263-8600. And one of these certificates is yours. But we're going to play a little game, and you don't have to be right, and it doesn't matter if you're wrong. You're going to win anyway. But it's called Know Your Show. We have been on here for 4 years, and we talk like we talk, and I want to see if you guys have been listening. So, you're on Jerry's Outdoor Show, Randy.
Yeah, I'd like to have that ticket. This is legal?
if you would.
I want you to give one to my dad.
Okay. You have to answer this question, though. Okay? Out of the 4 of us, between Lonnie, Randy, Tim Scott, and myself, who was born and raised in Rochester, Iowa? Know your show.
That'd be Tim.
You're on the show and you don't even know. It was Lonnie.
All right, Lonnie.
All right, you're tying up my phone lines. Get the hell out of here. Hey, you're on Jerry's Outdoor Show. Who we got with us?
No, we waited too long there.
All right, please give us a call back at 563-263-8600, and you get one of these certificates for the Jerry's Outdoor Show Fish Fry that'll be going on at Froze at 5 o'clock.
And we still got 6 of them.
We still got 6 of them. I'll just have to come up with
I'll buy
question.
Pappy's.
There you go. You don't have to buy it. Hey, you're on Jerry's Outdoor Show. Who do we got on with us?
It's your old buddy Vern.
Hey, Vern. I got a question for you. Listen to the show a lot?
Oh, I try to.
Okay. Well, out of the past 4 years, out of the 4 of us, between Lonnie Ford, Randy Brewer, I myself, Jerry's Outdoor Show, and Tim Scott, which one of the 4 of us has the most grandchildren?
Who's got the most cabins?
Well, you heard Lonnie was working up to... I don't know. Who does have the most cabins between you guys?
I don't know.
I got 11
I
now.
got 16.
All right, Vern, who's your guess? Who has the most grandchildren?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Let's go with old Brewer.
Brewer. How many grandchildren you got, Brewer?
4.
How many you got, Lonnie?
5.
Wait, I got one in the oven. I got one coming out. That counts.
Well, that counts because I miscounted. It's only 4. I only have 4.
Oh, you was counting one in the oven? That dirty dog.
Boy, your wives are going to be good. Well, like I said, Vern, there's no right or wrong. How many grandchildren you got, Tim?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
3?
How many you got, Vern?
2.
Damn it.
How many do I got?
None.
0. That's why I'm the happiest. All right, Vern, you got one good gift certificate here for Jerry's Outdoor Show Fish Fry. Just come out here to KWPC, located at something Mulberry Avenue. I can never remember the address. What is the address, Tim? 3818?
3218.
3218. Well, you can go to 3818.
Just look for the big post in the backyard.
And we'll have it sitting for you out here at the front desk, and just come claim it, Vern. I appreciate you listening to the show.
We know where you're at.
There you go. Cool beans.
Alrighty.
Thank you, Vern.
Thank you.
All right, we are going to take a commercial break, and we're going to come back with Know Your Show. So be ready. Be ready to think about what it is, because I've got 5 more of these gift certificates to give out right after these messages. We'll be right back. Hey, you're listening to Jerry's Outdoor Show on KWPC
860 AM and 95.1 FM.
Well, what the hell is supposed to do, you moron?
The place where he was born and raised.
Sounds like a place to fish or baiting down at the bottoms. This is Randy Brewer from the Outback Bait and Tackle Shop. When you're ready to go fishing, to hit the river and local fishing holes, come and see me. I've been fishing our local areas for over 40 years. I'll be able to set you up with the right bait and tackle for our fishing holes in the area. I'll even throw in some of my experienced fishing advice. So before you head out to your fishing hole, come see me at the RB's Outback Bait and Tackle, located 16114 County Road X61 here in Muscatine. Call me at 563-506-0490. Sign says 9 to 5. Call anytime after. We'll get your bait.
Is your boat not starting well or running to its fullest potential? Have Nigel at Tailwater Marine take a look and have it running tip-top again. Conveniently located on Mississippi Drive, just south of downtown Muscatine, Tailwater Marine has years of experience and the skills to keep you worry-free on the water. Tailwater also carries towables, water toys, and accessories for your fun and safety on the water. Call Tailwater Marine, 563-264-BOAT. That's 563-264-2628.
That's a spicy meatball.
The Sicilian Pizzeria in Wilton is now serving domestic and import beer plus wine that complement all the great dishes prepared by owner and our friend Gary Brown. The Sicilian brings you the taste of New York Sicilian-style pizza plus Chicago favorites like Italian beef, meatball, and many more delicious authentic sandwiches. Really hungry? Order a Chicago-style stuffed pizza. Mouth-watering good. It's the Sicilian Pizzeria, 912 West 5th Street in Wilton. Call and place your order with Gary today at 563-732-9396. Satisfy your taste buds with the Sicilian.
Are you looking for a reliable taxidermist who does superior work? Here's taxidermist Shannon Spooner telling you in sign language why he's the best around. Oh, we forgot to mention, he's deaf. Deaf Guy Taxidermy in Clinton mounts every type of game imaginable, from deer and coyotes, fish and ducks, you name it, he can mount it. Text him, please. Don't call 563-613-4411 or send him an email to deafguytaxidermy@icloud.com. Deaf Guy Taxidermy, proud sponsor of Jerry's Outdoor Show. Listen on KWPC Friday mornings at 10 a.m. Shannon wishes he could.
And now back to more Jerry's Outdoor Show. If you've missed part of this episode or any other episode, what were you thinking? Give Jerry's Outdoor Show a like on Facebook. Listen to past episodes on iTunes, Podbean, and jerry'souttdoorshow.com.
Yes, we are back, and you're absolutely right, Lonnie. I can hear everything you guys say when we're on break. I heard the whole conversation.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
I'd rather go back to 9 to 10. Actually, I'd like it to 7 to 8.
7 to 8 be nice.
We can't talk to you, but we can hear you.
Right.
So,
I see.
Yeah.
See, that's Tim showing me government tricks.
Yeah.
How to do that. But hey, anyway, what's not a trick is give me a call right now at 563-263-8600. I've got 5 more of these certificates for the fish fry at $10 value. A $10 value for a free catfish dinner. We got Hermit Longhorn and the boys. They're ready to go. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful night. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out there. Huh?
You can't hear me now.
I can hear you. I hear you. You just shut your mic off. That doesn't mean I can't hear you through Lonnie's. Hey, we got somebody on the phone. Who we got on the phone with us?
Could be Rick.
Rick, how we doing this morning, Rick?
Pretty good.
You going to be sandbagging this afternoon?
No.
Good for you, Rick. Anyway, here's a question. It's called Know Your Show. Between Lonnie Ford, Randy Brewer, Tim Scott, and myself, which one of the four of us, who is most likely to have Dick Lindell as their stepfather in the near future?
Oh. Brewer.
Oh, man.
Remember, there are no right or wrong answers.
Timmy Scott could be.
Hey, ask Brewer if his keys are in his van. I need a ride.
Yeah, let him try that. I think you learned your lesson one time, a long time ago.
All right, Ricky boy, just stop on out here to the station. We got a certificate for you for one good catfish meal tomorrow night at Froze.
All right, thanks a lot.
I appreciate you listening.
Thanks, Timmy.
See how easy that is? Hey, give me a call right now, 563-263-8600. We're playing Know Your Show, which is...
or not.
or not. It doesn't matter. You win either way.
You're going to win.
It's just fun to hear people and what they think of us. Well,
how about that?
You guys.
Well, he's going to get one anyway.
He's going to get one anyway.
Yeah.
So how's life with the new grandchild?
Well, what happens when you get a new one, you got to take care of the other one that's only a year and a half old.
Yeah.
Well, Mama takes care of that little bitty baby one. So, yeah, me and the older one is just having a ball. His favorite word is no. No. I thought, man, you just like your mama at that age. Everything you said to her was no. And it was so cute I couldn't do nothing.
Right.
But chase him around.
Absolutely.
In fact, I was a little late getting there.
No, I didn't notice.
Yeah, right. At least you kept your mouth shut this time. Where'd that brewer go? He'll show
make
up.
a difference.
But yeah, his favorite thing is no, and that's what you do.
Oh.
Take care of the other one so Mama can get some rest.
There you go. Hey, give us a call right now, 563-263-8600. You win one of these gift certificates that I've got. I've got 4 of them left. Give me a call right now. Don't worry about answering the question correctly.
Ain't nobody got it right yet.
It doesn't make a difference. But give me a call right now if you'd like to win one of these gift certificates. Tim Scott, are you coming to the fish fry tomorrow?
For just a minute, because I got a grandson's birthday party. It starts at the same time at the American in Muscatine.
There we go.
So I'm going to go out real quick, and then I got to leave right after I
good thing
eat,
you know one of the
Grab a plate and run.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on Jerry's Outdoor Show. Who do we get on the phone with us?
Carol.
Did you say Carol?
Yep.
Yes, I did. I said Carol.
Okay, Carol.
He's got to write this stuff down,
You got to
Carol.
write it down so don't get a bunch of people show up. Hey, I got one of them certificates. Well, which one were you? But anyway.
Carl.
There you go. Out of the 4 of us, between Randy Brewer, Tim Scott, Lonnie Ford, and myself, which one of the 4 of us actually holds a minor degree in biology from the University of Iowa?
Oh.
Just take a guess.
I'd say it's between you or Tim. I'll go with Tim.
Well, sorry, the answer was a trick. The answer was a trick question because none of us were barely able to get out of high school.
Sure, that wasn't a government question.
So, but you still win.
The government. That's no fair.
You still win, Carol. Just come out here.
See what we got to put up with, Carol?
You know,
our leader here is kind of far-fetched sometimes.
You know what, Carol? You've been listening for a while. They give as well as they get, don't they? I mean, usually at the end of the show, I have to go home for 20 minutes and sit on the edge of my bed with my head in my hands. What have I done? But thank you. I appreciate you. Come on out to the radio station. Remember, the fish fries tomorrow night. We start serving at 5. Get there early.
So is that one band going to play?
Yes, Herman Longhorn.
Oh, yeah. That's what I really want to go for.
Hey, what about my fish? Come on, girl.
Okay, I like fish. So,
there you
go.
Cool beans. There you go.
Thank you a lot.
Thank you, dear.
Bye-bye.
All right, let's get somebody else on the phone. I got 3 more of these to give away. And see, the questions they're easy. They're incredibly easy. It doesn't matter if you're right or wrong.
Yeah, like the last one. It was easy.
I like what I
no-brainer, you might say.
Well, it's kind of. There was a little bit. I kind of put that out there, and she, let's see, college educated. That rules out. That rules out Lonnie and Randy.
I sure had them snowballed too, right?
yeah. Especially, I think Randy jaw about dropped when somebody said that Dick Lindel's going to be his stepdad.
My mom ain't going to be happy about that.
Well, she might be.
Well, you never know.
So, hey, give us a call right now, 563-263-8600, and you can win. It's just that easy. Boys, we got one more show left. Next week is our last show for the season. So we got somebody on the phone with us. Who do we got?
Pam Curtis.
Pam Curtis. How are you doing this morning,
Just have to
Pam?
know a Pam Curtis.
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. You don't have to sandbag or move anything up to a higher level, do you?
No, we're in Illinois City.
Okay, there you go. All right. Out of the four of us, between Randy Brewer, Tim Scott, I myself, and Lonnie Ford, which one of us is a professional carpet installer?
Randy Brewer.
There you go. Ding, 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 ding. You win, my dear. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Hey,
that's the only right answer we got so far.
no, the one about me being college educated.
No, that
was me.
Yeah. Dick Lindell, Steph. Yeah, they're all wrong.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Pam.
Tim's taking credit for it, though.
There you go. But I appreciate you listening to the show, Pam. Come on out tomorrow night. Bring your appetite. It's going to be a good time. Stop out here to the station. You guys close at what, 5? Tim?
Where? What?
Oh, my God.
Out
Lord,
here?
gee. Yeah. What time do you guys close tonight? 5? 4?
Probably 5 till 5.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Stop on out here before 5 o'clock today. Pick up your certificate. And we'll see you tomorrow night at the Fish Fry.
She already hung
No,
up
she
on
didn't.
me.
Well, you talk too much, just like the show. Oh, turn that ass off.
Turn it down a little bit.
There you go. All right, I got 2 more to give away. Give me a call right now at 563-263-8600 and answer one of these easy questions. So now, before we went to that, you were talking about moving a bunch of stuff up. How much stuff do you got to move up?
Well, our screened-in porch, we've got our screened-in decking. We've got mostly stuff that I can get with forks on the loader. I can get that set up and then just slide them off the forks onto tables. So that's no big deal.
You've been through this many times, huh?
Yes.
All right, you're on Jerry's Outdoor Show. Who do we got on the phone with us?
This is Lyle Leopard.
Lyle Leopard.
Yep.
All right, Lyle Leopard.
You got a freezer full of fish.
Oh, probably.
So
I know you do.
So I shouldn't invite him?
No,
I
he's
should
invited.
I should give him that?
Yeah.
This and that?
You might want to rub elbows. You might learn something from him.
There you go. Is this one of your cooks?
He's a fisherman.
Oh, yeah. I know that name. He posted a couple pictures. You had a pretty big bass he sent me a picture of a while ago, didn't you, Lyle?
Yep.
Yeah. Awesome.
Walleye.
No, this was a bass.
Yeah, you caught a big walleye this spring, didn't you?
Yep. I like the walleye, too.
Ain't that Google Photos? You know, ain't that neat?
Yep.
Photoshop.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Lyle, here is your question. Know your show between Tim Scott, Lonnie Ford, Randy Brewer, and I, your host, Jerry. Which one of us is the best looking?
Oh, hell, that's easy.
Uh-oh.
Why didn't you ask the girl that instead of the boy?
Because you took up the first one by calling in.
Hey, unfortunately, I'm by myself. No girls around.
Did you say by my what? By
by myself.
Okay. I said because I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna make everybody feel good. I'm gonna say it's a tie.
It's a tie. Yep, we're all equally ugly.
Well, yeah. There's 2 bald and 2 that ain't.
Right. Dress no girl on a playground. All right, Lyle, we got it for you. Step on out here at the KWPC before the close of the day. Big fish fry tomorrow night at Froze Pub and Grub in Wilton. It's going to be a hoot. The weather's going to be beautiful. You ain't having to be moving some stuff up, are you? Are you on the river?
No, I'm down by Wapello, so.
Yeah, you got 3 or 4 days before it gets there.
Yeah, I got 3 or 4 days, and then the road will close down here.
There you go. All right, thank you, Lyle.
We'll see you up there, Lyle.
Yeah, see you, buddy.
All right, thanks a lot. All right, we have one more certificate to give away.
I just wanted to say something. I know that I was the winner of that last one. It was me, but
yeah.
Who thinks they're the best?
You're very modest, though. You know.
Who thinks they're the best
say
looking?
nothing. Yeah. But.
And now he's turning red, folks.
I'd just say somebody lying to him.
He's got one of them radio faces.
Yeah, Mama always said I got a face.
Stay
for
off
radio.
the TV and work radio.
So anyway, give me a call. I got one last certificate to give away here, and we can wrap this up. We got what will you decide on the fish cleaning? When are we doing this? Right now?
My understanding, I brought mine with me.
Okay.
Out in the parking lot?
Yeah.
We're going to clean fish
Yeah, but
we could.
We got 4 minutes, so ain't nobody going to go out there and haste it while we're in here.
Hey, there's 100-pound fish up there in the parking lot.
Easy catch right here.
No, when are you guys wanting to do it?
I don't know. Clean fish this afternoon.
We're worried about cooking it tomorrow. That's tomorrow.
I know that, but where are we going to clean the fish
Well, we'll
today?
clean it down home. I'll have it all in tubs so I can bring it up there.
When do you want us to come down and do
As soon
that?
as you get yours down there.
Okay, there we go. See how easy that is?
Yeah.
So give me a call right now at 563-263-8600. We have one final certificate. We've got 4 minutes left, and then we're out of here. We got one last show.
One more next week?
One more next week. It's been a fun season. It's been a good season.
It has been a wet, rainy, high water, no good fishing season.
A lot of
Just look at my bank account in the bait shop.
Yeah.
There ain't nobody been fishing. I've got guys coming in saying, I got to get out at least once. And then they're going to a farm pond because I ain't been out all year. I know you ain't been out all year. I haven't seen you guys.
Right.
Nobody.
Yeah.
You know.
You know what? Traffic has been down.
I mean, it is. You can.
I mean, well, I don't own a bait shop anymore, but I've been out on the rivers a lot. And
There's nobody fishing.
Hardly anybody out
But it's
there.
been one of the better years for fishing.
Well, if you want to ride the waves and know what you're doing, you can pick up some good fish this year.
Well, obviously we do because we all
But you
got
gotta get out
100
there.
pounds.
You gotta get out there
After
and
this
try.
is doing it twice. Don't forget, we had a fish fry earlier this year.
Spring, yeah.
You know, and I think when it comes to next season, I think one fish fry is good enough.
You got any frog legs, Randy, for me? Or?
Well, I might have to sneak them out. Well, there ain't going to be no back door. I guess I'm cooking outside. So
Right.
Oh, you're cooking outside.
the old-fashioned way.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll bring my big cooker down there, and
Yeah.
there might be something behind me. You know, I got a crew that actually helps me.
Yes.
Right.
Very, very good guys.
And they are an awesome.
And there's usually a little favor table that I kind of take care of my help.
All right.
There might be some of them frog jumping things around there,
Okay.
you know.
All
But
right.
It's kind of like the
we don't advertise that, though.
I hear you.
It's kind of like the circus when you see the lions all sitting up on the thing.
Yeah.
And he's kind of like in the middle throwing them treats.
That's how you get them to mind. You got to throw them a treat, throw
And
them
they
a bone.
do. By God, you know, any other time we say, hey, you know Randy Brewer? Yeah, I know Randy Brewer. But Randy Brewer's oh, yeah, I love Randy Brewer.
Oh, yeah, only when he's cooking.
Hey, the Brewer.
I told you I should have won that first one. You still got one, and we need a caller.
There you go.
There's no name on it.
I can write anybody's name on there you want. You want me to give it to Ralph?
Oh, he'll get one anyway.
Right, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
So there you go. I got one left. 1 minute. Give me a call right now. 563-263-8600. It's a $10 deal. You can't get any better than that. And I mean, we got tons of whole catfish. You know, that was the problem last time. Everybody wanted the whole catfish.
Yep.
I've already had some of my ladies call up, my lady friends. They're saying they're coming.
Yeah.
So the nursing home ladies are coming? That's your girlfriends? Or?
Remember, that's Tim Scott, ladies. Tim Scott brought you that comment, and he will be there promptly at 5 o'clock.
Well, usually
One
your
last
girlfriends
call
are
right now. I'm not going to listen to what Tim has to say. Hey, you're on Jerry's Outdoor Show. Who do we get on with us?
Hello?
Hello, who is this?
It's Al Church.
Al Church. Are you a cat?
I'll be moving furniture this weekend from the Cedars.
Okay, well, Lonnie's busy tomorrow.
Really?
But Sunday he'll be free.
Perfect. That's when we're going to be moving.
All right, one last final question, Al. There's no right or wrong answer on this. Out of between Lonnie Ford, Tim Scott, Randy Brewer, and I myself, Jerry of Jerry's Outdoor Show, which one of the four of us is the best fisherman?
Best fisher or myself?
You are not one of the four.
Makes him a winner.
There you go. Hey, I appreciate it, Al. Stop by here at the station and get it. We have got to fly. We got to go. Last show next week. It's been great. Froze tomorrow, 5 o'clock. See ya.
Hope
Bye-bye.
to see you.
Broadcasting live from the Muscatine Hy-Vee Studios. KWPC Muscatine, AM 860, K236CF, Muscatine, FM 95.1.
Responding in Charlotte, Tulsa office.